Welcome back guys to another video here at TTM Motorsport. This time we're bringing you the top 10 moments from round 5 here at Netherlands, the Zandvoort circuit. Very old school style track, very technical, very difficult to overtake, but we still managed to get plenty of good moments from both our tier 2 and tier 1 races. Starting off with Tez in the tier 1 race. As you can see, light rain conditions all the way through the tier 1 race, as we're on board with Tez in P8 just behind Carl Duncan, coming through the final corner now, very banked, and he just gets a snap of oversteer on the exit, manages to keep it pointing in the right direction though, and carries on his way, but that could have been a disastrous crash. But now on to number 9, we have GB292 versus Unlucky A. On board with Unlucky A, you see GB in the blue car right behind him, tucking into that slipstream, goes to the inside of Unlucky A and dives it down the inside. Unlucky A tries to keep it around the outside, but just has a little twitch of oversteer and loses the position to GB. On to number 8, we have Carl Duncan's strategy. Although this wasn't a big on-track battle, Carl Duncan did brilliantly, making up 13 positions during the race, and the pivotal moment was him staying out later, coming into pit on lap 21 when a safety car came out, allowing him to make up plenty of positions on the midfield pack, as they're all having to go around at slower speed, keeping to that safety car delta, whereas Carl has been able to go around the past few laps at full speed and basically gets a free pit stop. The only cars ahead of him are Praise the Haze, Brundy Boy and myself, Pickles, but coming out of the exit, the McLaren has some sort of issue which allows Carl Duncan to get through up into the podium places. Like I said, up 13 positions, and such a great strategy from him that he earned himself a driver of the day. Now on to number 7, we have Tamastons with his double overtake. Again in the rain, very difficult to overtake, and making opportunistic moves on those ahead who make mistakes, as we see going through the fast right-hander. The Mercedes of Hopi goes wide, allows Tamaston to get through on the inside and chase after Riceman. Coming through this difficult sector, very hard to get on the power, trying to just catch up to the back of Riceman. Riceman goes a bit wide though, that allows Tamaston to go down the inside, gets better traction and just outdrags the Williams of Riceman and makes up 2 positions in a matter of corners. On to number 6, we have Riceman again versus M Steel in the tier 2 race. Lovely sunny weather compared to the tier 1 race, as Riceman goes around the outside of M Steel, kind of gets the move done in the braking zone, but just confirms that move around the outside of turn 1. Onto our top 5, we have It's Cheesy versus M Steel again. Another overtake on M Steel. Cheesy getting in the slipstream of M Steel, looking for a move down the inside on those hard tyres compared to M Steel on those mediums even, and gets a late move done down into turn 1. Now on to number 4, we have Tamaston's start from the tier 1 race, made even more difficult with the rain. Starting P12, he manages to avoid some chaos down into turn 1. He's side by side almost with his teammate, so there's a yellow flag behind, and he's moved up into 9th place, coming through the difficult right-hander into the very banked left-hander, just keeping out of trouble as is that his teammate of Berkquist goes wide and gives him another position, up 4 places from the start. Excellent start from him there. Onto our podium places, we have Liam Hannon versus Shifty 50 Part 1. Here on lap 4, on board with Shifty, going down into turn 1, diving it down the inside of Liam Hannon, getting that great overspeed, but Liam's not going to have any of it, gets a nice little switch back, is able to keep that second position ahead of Shifty 50, but that battle was not over, as a few laps later we have Liam Hannon versus Shifty 50 Part 2. Shifty learning from his mistakes, again sitting in that slipstream, overtake mode activated. Liam defends the inside, Shifty's going to have to make a bold move around the outside. Liam breaks deep, but Shifty is able to just get better traction around the outside and makes an excellent move up into P2. And our winner of this week's top 10 moments is Brundy Boy versus Tez in the wet conditions, and a part of the track you don't normally see overtakes. Brundy is just able to get a better exit out of that banked corner and up the hill he just squeezes past. There's a very tight portion of the track, but Windy Boys just manages to squeeze past Tez there on that occasion. So with that being said, that has been your top 10 moments from the Netherlands Grand Prix. Zandvoort turned out to be quite a difficult track to overtake, but still having plenty of good moments. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, make sure you like the video and subscribe to keep up with all the content that we're producing. But with that being said, that's all from me. We'll see you next time.